Hey, welcome everybody. Derek, Pioneer Spirit Properties here. Back with week two of our 2024 spring special. Last week's property, the 5 acre Beaver Lane property, uh, sold on the special term, so that's great. We'll do the same with this one. This is a great deal here. Uh, Property near Agency Lake on Sundance Drive in Chiloquin, Oregon. Interesting thing about this parcel, it is two adjoining lots, totaling almost a full acre, so two half-acre lots. Originally listed at a little over 25,000 for this spring special, last in this second week of March only, offering it up for 16,800. It's $9,000 off. Monthly payment originally was at 550 a month, now at 334, so over 200 bucks on the down payment and monthly payment. So this is a screaming deal. I'm excited to see who ends up with this property. Before I move on, sorry, for some reason when I record on this computer, it makes my camera view very large in relation to the slide. So sorry you have to see such a zoomed in picture of me, but I'll just kind of maneuver my big head around here to get it out of the way of these slides. Anyways, if you're not familiar with this area, this is in the Oregon Shores 2 subdivision, right here on the banks of Agency or North Klamath Lake. Highway 97 cuts north-south right through here, as well as Crater Lake Highway, kind of running northwest to southeast. Fremont Wainema National Forest tucked in there, the Sprague River, the Wood, the Williamson, they're all in this general area. And the major population being Klamath Falls here in the south with about 20,000 folks. Nearest town, Chiloquin, you'll find a deli, a restaurant, pretty major gas station, Clamoya Casino, hotel, right in there, 8-minute drive from the property. So moving forward, this is a satellite view zoomed in of the area. Sundance Drive, this isn't a great representation, but I got some video, etc. here. But this really shows you, there's the Clamoya Casino I was talking about, the large gas station, mini mart deli right there as well. You got Highway 97 running north-south, and then you got Crater Lake Highway that cuts through right there. Sprague River, Williamson River, Wood River flowing into Agency Lake up here. So tons of recreation and really great access. All these maintained, country highways right off the property. This is an association. One of the perks is you get access to a private community campground. 18 acres right on the banks of the lake. So that's pretty cool. There's also a community park a little further south down here with a boat ramp, etc. So great access to the lake. We'll talk about the other amenities here shortly. So this is a subdivision aerial video. You can see the property off in the distance, but this is just a general video to kind of give you a bird's eye view of the area. So I'm going to pause it here, if it'll let me. Doesn't want me to pause. I'm going to start it over. So this is the community well here. One of them, you can see this cistern. You got the lake in the background, Cascade Siskiyou Mountains off in the rear. Picture, you can see the terrain. You got these meadows, a lot of highly treed pockets. This property is actually right over here where you see these pine trees and these deciduous trees right here. And then you can see it's kind of cradled by these mountains. And again, just pockets of evergreen trees into sagegrass meadows. All these roads, for the most part, are maintained. You can see the red gravel. So they plow them in the winter and gravel them in the spring and summer. And then just completing the 180 here, you can see area of pretty nice homes. It is an association, so there are some limits on home sizes, etc. 1,200 square feet, I think, is the minimum. Manufactured homes are allowed, but have to be within the last 5 years and approved by the association. That's about 200 bucks a year, but it also gets you that community well. The private campground, which you can see right here in the satellite footage, and the main. So these are the parcels here, 2 half-acre parcels. You got these evergreen trees to the rear here, And to orient you to where that video we were just looking at, the drone video was taken about right here. There's the community well, and then the property southeast of that. But pretty good access still to the lake and the campground, um, which we'll talk about here in a minute, some of my favorite attributes. We've talked about it a couple of times. I'm going to put my head here where it's in the least amount of obstruction. There's a lot of quarter acre lots in here that are affordable, but it makes it hard to dig or put a septic in because of the limited terrain you have on some of these lots. A lot of half-acre lots, 1-acre lots are pretty rare. That's why I like these 2 half-acre lots being side by side. It's really 2 adjoining lots, so you could build 2 primary dwellings, etc. And you got more land than most of the people in the area to spread out a little bit, have some privacy. We talked about the benefits of the subdivision, namely being the maintained roads, the piped community well. It's about $2,700 to connect to, but a heck of a lot cheaper than digging your own well. And then, of course, that private campground where you can, it's got full amenities at the campground, hook up the RV, showers, a gazebo. Family and friends can come and stay for like $10 a night, I think it is. And you also have access to it too to go fish off the banks. So pretty awesome. General proximity to the lake we talked about. The area is nice and tidy. I have some more video here I'll show you, but it's very well maintained. You know, homes in this area run from, you know, nice manufactured homes to custom $500,000 homes closer to the lake. And so they tend to keep the area nice and tidy and looking sharp. It's well kept. And then this property also pretty level. It's a blank canvas. You want them to plant some privacy trees and, you know, connect to the community well and water them while you're not there. You can see in this area there's a lot of options to, especially because this lot doesn't have a ton of trees, to kind of use it as a blank canvas and, you know, choose your own adventure, line it out how you'd like to see it. So here's just some photos. This is the actual lot, looking towards Conrad and Sundance. You can see there's some posts marked in here. There's the electricity. This is at the north end of the property, looking from the rear property line down. See some trees in there, which is always nice. This is from the road. Conrad, I believe, is this road running here. And then it's on the corner of Conrad and Sundance. But looking up towards the property, again, you can see the power lines right in front. That's not going to be an issue. The road, very well maintained gravel road. And then just some of the vegetation here, you know, a lot of sage grass. This is going to look beautiful in the spring. Some wildflowers, and then some of those evergreen trees. And here's some kind of amateurish drone video just to give you an idea. Looking up at the property, it's partial fence from the other parcel back there. I don't know if you can see these power lines running right in front, but you know, it's not going to take much to bring those over, bring power onto the property. And a little bit of a slope here, but nothing that precludes building, just kind of natural terrain. These photos were taken in the fall. Again, I'm excited to get some more photos and videos that the property is still available in the spring when all this turns green. But you can see quite a bit of standoff, not a bunch of neighbors around. And you still have that seclusion and privacy with those taller evergreens kind of at the rear of the property line. And a little bit of that incline kind of provides a backstop. So I really like that about the property as well. Let's talk comps. I just pulled up 2 half-acre lots in the area that are pretty similar. You know, not a lot of vegetation or trees on these properties, and they're listed for cash at, you know, around $20,000. So about $40,000 an acre. I'm offering a full acre for $16,000. And remember, these are cash prices. These are listed on the MLS. I'm offering 0% interest owner financing for a full acre at a hair above $16,000. So it's a great deal. Someone's going to get a great deal. I imagine this one's going to go pretty quick. What else do we got here for you? This video is already getting long. Oh, okay, wrapping up. This is just, again, an overview. Sundance Drive, pardon me, almost an acre. Just over $16,000, just under $17,000 discounted from a little over $25,000. If you want to finance it, $334 down, $334 a month. I already alluded to it, but no interest, no prepayment penalty. So if you want to pay it off early, you're more than welcome to. And there's a 60-day inspection period. So if you want to secure it at these rates now, you can go. You have 60 days to go visit the property, and then if you change your mind, you can either roll your equity into a different property, or I give you everything but $150 of your $334 down payment back. No questions asked. So no risk. Take advantage of the deal. There's my contact information. Thanks for watching as always. Get a hold of me if you want to secure this property. And like I said, I'm excited to see who ends up with this pretty awesome deal and a pretty cool property. Spring's right around the corner, so you could be fishing from the banks of Agency Lake, in the next couple of months. So take care, and we'll talk to you all real soon.